Hey, what's going on? My name is David Garza. I want to show you how to encrypt your drive today. First thing you want to do is make sure your TPM chip is enabled on your Windows machine. You'll have to go into the BIOS to set that up. Once that's set up, then you are able to encrypt your drive. What the TPM chip is a trusted platform module that actually runs the cryptographic functions to encrypt your drive. It's absolutely necessary for you to encrypt your drive. A couple things that I also recommend. I recommend you update Windows, which I know is a pain. It's a pain for everybody, not just for me, but for everybody. Also, you make sure Windows Defender is running properly. While a lot of people don't like it, it has been showing promise. The Gartner report actually gave it a higher score than it has in the past. So, good for Windows. Still, it won't stop everything. Next, I will show you how to get your drive encrypted. What I did do, I did start already. What I did was save my encrypted keys. You can save it to a PDF. You can print it to a PDF. And you'll see here it has the identifier and the recovery key. The recovery key is extremely important. Make sure you keep that for sure, or make a note of it, whatever you have to do. I recommend using BitLocker to save that recovery key to your Microsoft account. Absolutely critical to do that. If you don't have a Microsoft account, I suggest it because it keeps things like your recovery keys safe. You can print it, save it to a drive. It has to be a drive, not the same one you're encrypting, but like a thumb drive or something like that, but it can break, so I don't recommend that. And lastly, save it to your Microsoft account. So let's go ahead and take a look, make sure everything is set up. We'll check Windows updates. I already did that, so that's good to go. We just have to reboot. Let me check a couple of things. Yeah, I think everything's ready to go. I think we just need to reboot. So let's go ahead and take a look at BitLocker. Usually it doesn't look like this. I had already started the process. It will usually tell you BitLocker is off. You click it to enable it, and it will you want to go to manage BitLocker. It should say it's off. Click it to turn it on. A window will pop up saying, where do you want to store your recovery key? It'll ask you if you want to store it to a Microsoft account, save it to an external drive, or print it. I don't recommend printing it. Like I said, store it to a Microsoft drive if you can. Another thing you want to keep into account is if you use a work or school account, it's important that you don't have it enabled on your computer. If you do, and what will happen is if you try to do BitLocker, all the recovery keys will either go to your school or go to your work, and you don't want that to happen. So the next thing I'm going to show you is how to get those accounts off of your computer so that you can run BitLocker and know that it's going to your Microsoft account and not to Azure, your work account or your school account. So, excuse me. What you're going to want to do is go to your account settings in Windows, and that's where you'll be able to change everything. So let's go there. Go to account settings. Here you'll see a school account, a work or school account on the left side. Yeah, access work or school. And here is where you will see those accounts. What you want to do is just remove them and remove all of them, it'll ask you to reboot. It may ask you. I can't remember if it does or doesn't. Reboot it, and you should be fine. Then you want to run BitLocker after you remove those accounts. So now that I've already ran it, it's ready to go. All I have to do is reboot. We'll go ahead and do that now. I'll run the updates and we'll let that go. Okay, I went ahead and rebooted. We're back up. I'm going to log in real quick. Okay, let's go ahead and take a look, see what was done. So we'll go to BitLocker and we'll see that it's still encrypting. So one thing to note is when you run BitLocker and actually start encrypting, it won't finish immediately. You can actually reboot, shut down, and when you log back in, it will get back to encrypting or decrypting, depending on if you want to stop it, because you can still stop it apparently. You can stop midway and reboot, and it'll be fine. You don't have to worry as much. When you initially start a BitLocker, that screen that I told you about, well, it is this screen here. This is actually what it asks you. Do you want to save? Do you want to save here? Do you want to save to your Microsoft account, another drive, or to print it? So, like I said, Microsoft account always helps. And this is exactly what it shows like, whether you save it as a text, as a file location, or print it as a PDF. Even if you save it on your Microsoft account, it will show up with the recovery key and the identifier. Anyway, but that's pretty much it in a nutshell. I want to thank you for watching this video. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to my page. You can always also reach us at www.thecyberdudes.com. Thanks.